Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, make sure you check out my website if you trade the S&P E-mini futures for the weekly trade zones. The link's down below in the description. Only $50 for a lifetime subscription. But with that being said, let's jump right into this video. This is the weekly watch list for August 9th, 2021. So right now we're looking at the S&P E-mini charts. We could see there really isn't any excess. And are we breaking out of a bull flag, right? So if we draw kind of the flag pattern here, okay, and here's our flagpole, and we're breaking out. It looks bullish going into next week. Now, we are in a bullish reverse waterfall right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. If we break below, this is something really important to kind of understand. If we open anywhere around here or break below here, watch out, because this will be a failed move, more than likely a look above and fail. And then usually if we do a pattern like this, we will come all the way down to the other side of the pattern before we really find any major support. So just keep that in mind. Bullish, we are bullish, but just track. If you want to get short, just wait for us to break below this, and this is only Monday, right? Now, if Tuesday goes up and then we break below Tuesday, but Tuesday's low looks, let's say this is Tuesday's candle, right? Or sorry, Monday. If we break below here, be careful, okay, this might just act as a support level, but this is more of a trade for Monday, meaning if we kind of open around here, if we gap up or come down here, if we get below here, look for a potential short. Now, this is trade advice. I'm doing it on YouTube, but look for a potential short and a stop. If you do take a trade, something like this, just would be above here, because if we break back into this channel and then reverse back up, okay, the market is a lot stronger. But normally patterns like this, if you break down, watch out to the other side. So with that being said, I am bullish on the market. Going into next week, we had a jobs number. We still don't have excess, and we still feel like this trend line that goes back a long time, all the way back to a year ago, essentially September of last year. We're in a nice channel, potentially come up. That leaves us up around the 4,500 level. So there is room for the market to keep running. So just be careful out there. Slash NQ. NQ, look at this. These are our levels from the breakout, right? We are making higher highs, higher lows, but just something to be aware of. We do have divergence down here, okay? This made a higher high above here, and we could see the divergence from there to there. So be careful, but also we did actually break below the previous day, right? And this is kind of the same exact thing that I was talking about with, let's get rid of a couple of these lines, right? Let's get rid of this. And this, you could say, is a bull flag, right? Here's our flagpole. Here's our bull flag. Break above, right? And then the very next day breaks below. Watch out, because the NASDAQ actually is in a downtrend now, and we are bearish. So a good trade would be look for maybe a move all the way down here with a stop above this, okay? Again, a lot of this is educational purposes to make you guys a better trader, but these are great trade setups if you understand what you're looking for. So ESs, I am actually bullish until we take out that low. If that scenario happens, NQ, I'm actually bearish. And remember, the job numbers came out. Rates are kind of going higher potentially, which would hurt the Nasdaq versus the S&P. So just a little psychology of what's going on overall in the markets. But overall, there really is an excess. I don't think overall net this whole rally's over yet. So just be careful there. Slash crude CL for crude oil. Crude oil is kind of bouncing all over the place. We right now are making a high, a low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, potential lower low, having trouble around the 50, failed from there. So if we break below the 67.50 level, potentially retest this 64, 65 level, and then maybe eventually work down. But as of right now, we are making lower highs and lower lows, duplicate this, and this is what the pattern is. By the time it gets there, this might be, this 200 might be up here, and we might actually have a X marks the spot. So something to watch for on crude oil. If we get down there, maybe look for potential long, because it would also line up potentially with these lows around 64. And remember, you can trade micro crude slash MCL, which are the micros, where essentially it's $1 per penny, right? So if you want to trade them, so just something to be aware of. I've been trading them. They trade really clean. I kind of like them. So next, Bitcoin slash BTC. Told you guys last week I was kind of getting bullish on Bitcoin. We broke that trend line, broke up. We're kissing the back of the trend line exactly with this 38.2. I said we would probably go lower. The 200 and the 50 held ups, right? So we haven't had that golden cross yet. So we'll see what happens. But everything looks bullish for Bitcoin. We had all that consolidation. Now we're just making higher highs and higher lows on Bitcoin. So I'm actually kind of bullish on Bitcoin. Gold slash GLD. Gold looks ugly. Is Bitcoin's rallying? Inflation's rallying. Gold's falling. Okay, that is not a good sign. With that being said, I probably would be watching for this 157 level to be a buyer of gold. If it gets down there, maybe look to sell puts, right? Maybe the 145 puts, something like that. Watch this 146 for gap fill all the way back here about a year and a half ago. So gold does not look good. Silver looks even worse because silver is already at those lows that gold was. I was kind of saying watch gold for that low. We're already there with silver. I'm not a huge fan of silver until it gets to around this 20 level. So just something to be aware of. I believe I do have some puts in the portfolio that we sold, but we still have a little time. We will see where we are. Worst case scenario, we own 100 shares of silver and start selling calls and sell puts against it. Or sell puts below, sell calls, collect all that premium. I am not worried about this. So believe it or not, it's actually a really good potential trade setting up for our position if we get put the stock on silver, because we did sell the 22 puts. With that being said, let's take a look at Apple. Okay, Apple's having problems again. Remember NASDAQ, kind of that divergence I told you guys about, and it's just really struggling. Maybe draw a trend line here, bull flag potentially. We might need a little time for this to work out. So if we do fall back down here, keep an eye on this. I would probably be watching this. X marks the spot. Somewhere around this 140 level to maybe sell the 130 puts on Apple within the next week or two. So that's it. So lots of bull flags, breakouts potentially. So, and remember, this is also a bull flag. If we reverse out of this, this would be a massive, massive bull flag, right? And watch out to the upside if we kind of break above this 149. So, but I think Apple might fall. I think NASDAQ's lower and maybe ESs go up a little higher, but we will see what happens with that candle on Monday. So as always, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys soon.